think they're a gift to the universe. They are special. They can't say it to the white people because they'll kick their ass pretty bad. They can't. But in the heart of their hearts, they believe that. That's why they, make these statements and so forth. And over the time, the system became very corrupted, and it's one of the worst apartheid that you can have on this planet. And plus, it's a religion of mythologies rather than. I'm not saying there might not be some sense to it, but what has been, over the years, it's diluted and it's become so perverted that Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when he straight away, it was a counter narrative and a counter idea to what the Hindu ideology was. Most Sikhs have escaped it. Devi, Devtas, demigods and all, whatever, doesn't really matter. Plus, we don't have to go through a priest or anybody else. So the empowerment of every person, caste agnostic, color agnostic, was you are part of the creation. You can go inside, learn it from the Guru how you can touch to the source and merge back. And it's as simple as that. And as part of, in India, most religions, I would say, have not been able to bring social empowerment at different levels. Even though Sikhism has the words of Bani of other Bhagats, but what came out of Sikhism was the many things, but one was the social empowerment of especially the lower caste people, whom, think of it. I cannot imagine a system so regressive. By birth, you're decided what you cannot do. You can be killed and your honor is taken away if you even step out of bounds. That was radically changed. So where I'm going with all of this is Sikhism is the only ideological challenge to the perverted form of Hinduism which exists today. And what RSS and they want to create this Hindutva and so on. But I can tell you this, you guys will be hugely disappointed. Most Sikhs don't have an understand. Even a lot of Amritari Sikhs don't have an understand because we are very privileged. We have gotten this over a few hundred years because of our forefathers. We kind of lost what the real, now the real thing is to go and merge back through the meditative practice. But in a sense, all the good things that came out of it, neither did we extend it outside. Now, I'll say one thing to the credit of Sikhs. Punjab has the highest percentage of Dalits in India as compared to the population. I think so it's somewhere in the 30s. And Punjab, relatively as compared to Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, other states, Dalits are not treated, they have a degree of respect. They're not treated as bad as, we still defy what the Gurus wanted to do, but it is not as bad as the rest of India. We definitely, the Sikhs fell short of the standards we had to. But, and coming back to what I was very impressed when you were talking yesterday, you guys have a lot of clarity of thought on what this war is the wrong word. I don't want to use that analogy or metaphor is. What is this about? What is the clash about? So I now, because you guys have conviction, my humble request is when you coming into Sikhism, come for the reasons of the Guru, irrespective of today's Sikhs, how they are or they're not. Do not get deterred by our shortcomings. Yes, we're going to do all the best we can do to help. You'll see certain biases playing out because today's Sikhs, or the Sikhs in Punjab mostly, have not been exposed to South Indians at all. And they do not have a conception of what South India is, what, Dravidism mean, who Pariyar was, and what the outcome is. So, but what I really love about this is the Punjabi Sikhs needed a counter in India and outside because they have become very complacent and they think they are the only carriers of Sikhism, which is not truly the case. But nobody has given them a counter push either outside of India or within India. So, and please, my request is create an ecosystem of the Sikh values surrounded by trade. The reason partly why Sikhism survived, the biggest reason is the Gurus gave us the strength. But outside of that, economically, because a lot of the Sikhs initially were land tillers that became landowners after Baba Banda Singh Bahadur's land reform in India, we economically were not dependent. Very critical in this fight. The biggest thing is going to be your own conviction and connection to Guru Sahib, but outside of having an ecosystem of knowledge and trade is going to be critical. And eventually Punjabi Sikhs will play a role and whatever, but just don't be dependent. I know you guys are already intellectually pretty phenomenal, but please create your own independence from a monetary perspective from the RSS system or the Hindu systems out there. Because as long as any community is economically dependent upon someone else, breaking out is 100 or 1,000 times more difficult. So
Can't agree more.
And one of the ways Dalits have been kept, even the Shudras, all I would say in India, is because intellectually earlier, they could not study. Them coming into universities of formal education is a 70, 80-year journey. So, right, because for 3,000 years, Brahmins kept it to themselves or the Kshatriyas. Nobody else could really intellectually advance. Hence, getting into military trade was not possible. Breaking out of those shackles is going to be critical. And essentially, the other thing is now for us, because at least in my family, for 3 to 4 generations, at least that I know of, we broke away. We are Shudras too. And I didn't know it as growing because it was never a question in our house. My grandfather was an Amritari, a very good practicing one. But what has happened is effectively in our imagination, we, first of all, Hindu thought, Hindu ideology doesn't even exist in our head. We actually take offense if someone says to me and my family, hey, that you haven't remotely linked to it. The other thing is, because all our customs or what we practice, I don't want to use the word rituals, it's completely different. And we are not basically smitten by mythological crap they have thrown, across. So what that means is our minds are now independent. I'm talking me, my family, and some others that I hang out, most people on this, and the people on this call. We don't have that baggage. Hence, we can think this way. And we have not been dependent. Now, from a democratic perspective, because we're only 2%, yes, we are trapped in the Indian system or the state at this point, but that's a different, I won't go there. Very, very critical. Please, if the love with the Guru forms and the Guru blesses, to me, that'll take you away from everything. What I'm saying is it will be less, I'm just sharing from, sometimes there are practical realities. As Paisa was saying earlier, why learn from somebody else's mistakes? So, and what the Sikhs did really bad, we did not, even for our own families and Punjab or outside, really share the fundamentals of Sikhs with their Indian Sikh families. We failed there. That's why most people today, even born in the Sikh families, don't know anything at all. So that's why we're on the verge of extinction because of those reasons, or all our issues. So the framing of who we are and what we are is critical. And what any Hindu, for that matter, Muslim cannot counter. Guru Granth Sahib Ji has I don't know the total number of bhagats, and there I think so 3 Muslims whose Bani is included in there. Most of these people came from lower caste. There are Brahmins also. There were the Pats, and I think so Ramanand Ji and Tirlochan, I think so they were. But so there is God doesn't discriminate based on caste, but the whole idea was Lord doesn't give 2 hoots about whatever your social status, color, demographics, that any of that is, but takes a little bit. And we have a very rich history of people from lower caste who became Sikhs, stand up, fighting, getting killed, getting tortured. Hence, the belief is still very strong. Even though I know Sikhism seems like a decline, I 5,000% believe in my heart we'll come back. At one point, it'll be a change. Now, sometimes it takes a while. We'll go through a few genocides. But no matter what, please touch the Guru yourself, and everything else is going to fall into place. And always go back to Guru Granth Sahib. Any of us will not matter much. We'll be there. The Guru, if wishes, will take some service through us. But the real power, real force, conviction, when someone, in the end, what happens? How can anybody strip you of our dignity? Is, hey, they say, I'm going to kill your wife, I'm going to kill your kids, I'm going to basically torture you. That is where the love of Guru between the person kind of outshines. Nobody can strip you of your spirit if you're not willing to give it away. That is the beauty of the love with the Guru. So then they can do whatever with your body, your family, whatever. It's a journey. Sometimes it can happen in an instant. It's all about love. And the other thing I was thinking about yesterday, the counter of all this Guru Nanak Dev Ji was not to create how Hinduism is bad or this. No. What is the antidote to anything which is not fully true? Is basically divine knowledge. And love is a word that's not, it's going to defy in Indian language called prem, which is egoless love. That is the true antidote. And any one of us who has tasted that, then life, death, this world and all, they matter less. And you have then the ability to stand for the truth, take death for the truth without getting negative and having hatred. So the narrative that is even going to change for all of you guys is at some point, Hinduism, Brahmanism, Devi Devtas are not going to matter. Because if you found the essence inside, yeah, if countering all of this at an individual level is not going to be the, because then now you're, see, one of the things I feel the Dalits and Shudras suffer from in India is they're trying to get validation from the Brahmins. Why? If you're found like Sikhs, we don't go to them. We'll never go to them. We actually look down upon them because we find they're freaking hypocritical. That is the shift you guys are going to have inside you. They will not be. Now, yes, they're going to fight or whatever. That's a whole different world. But from the perspective, you never go back to them for any validation. Then hatred will go away. It'll just be the courage to face the truth and fight for it. That is the transformation all of us have to go through. I'm not saying I've gone through it, but that's the conviction from our history, from the people around us, from the meditative practices that we have. So that's why if they somehow RSS thinks, or they think they're going to say, hey, Sikhs, no, consider us part of this great Hindutva story. No, at least the ones we are here on the call and a lot of others, we know will not. You want to kill us? Sure, go ahead. So I'm already impressed with you guys. Oh, and the rest is what the Guru is going to do. But you guys are at a very interesting time and space where if India is going to survive its soul, I think so you guys will play a very critical role. I'm not saying the Punjabi Sikhs will not, but spreading this across and having that consciousness. In the end, love trumps hate or any other negative emotion. We are not here to prove Hinduism is bad or this is no, but somebody should not shove it down our throat. So that to me, because for such a while, the dignity of people in India has been taken away. I feel the Gurus came, if you really ask, they came for everybody. But from an Indian perspective, the people for 3,000 years who were freaking stuck, who could not get the knowledge, who could not break away from the shackles laid upon by these idiotic people, here's your opportunity. Go ahead, do it. So I'm very glad, very thankful to Guru Sahib. I got the opportunity, gave me Sangat, gave me the ability to discern certain things, and I had very good mentors in life. So
thank you. And now we would like to ask from Selvi. So
yes,
yes, please.
Yeah, it was very good that he mentioned. The one thing that struck me the most was no one can kill your spirit and strip away your dignity. I mean, if the spirit is intact, I think we can survive everything. One can survive everything, and that is what the last reading that I had, from one of the books that was given to me by Mr. Jeevan Singh, uh, related to Sikhism. This was exactly what I felt personally. So, can I ask some questions? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Paji, Pai Malkeet Singh ji, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ question ਪੁੱਛਣੇ ਹੈ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, why not? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, as far as the documentary that we are looking at is concerned, I mean, how should the narrative be? Like, I've got an idea from this conversation, but still, I'd like to get some more clarity. So, how do we position it is my question.
Okay.
The conversion, yeah.
The purpose of this documentary should be that if some people have got benefit, uh, they were from lower caste, so-called. We don't say any lower caste or upper caste, but it's made by some peoples. So, uh, as I told you, I have seen a dramatic change, uh, like visible change in the lives of the peoples uh, who adopted Sikhism from the lower castes, and what pride they felt after. There are some incidents I can tell you which proves that they got pride. And my thing is that people's need inspirations. So we should provide something to inspire them that these things work. The another thing is that um, yeah. So another thing is that if someone wants to go some another person's house, so there is a hesitation that will will those people welcome me or not. So it's very important if you are going to visit someone's house. If I'm going to visit your house, Mrs. Sylvie, so if I'm not sure that you will welcome me or not, or how you will treat me, so I will think that I should go or not. So same way, we should have a welcome center or something, and that we should inspire the people also, and we should make them sure that the Sikh community is welcoming them. If they are coming, we are uh, we are welcoming you. Like like you will become a part of us. You will be same like we are. There will be no discrimination, and that you came from lower caste or what. But there is this thing in Punjab still, but very rare, that they discriminate. Even the Sikhs discriminate the another Sikhs who work from the lower caste or Majbi Sikhs or something. So, but we are to follow the Guru's thing, not the Sikhs things. Sikhs can be right or wrong, but Guru is always right. Guru is never wrong. So this is the thing I want to tell newcomers, that follow the Guru more than the following the fellow Sikhs. So I personally know that people from Tamil Nadu or South have respect for the Sikhs, and they they're not thinking that they can become Sikhs, because they are thinking them. When I was in India 23 or 24 years ago, I was doing a business of hand tools, and I used to go to South India um, to take the orders and supplies like that things. So then I know I used to travel by train, and then so many people sitting by me. It was in those days. It took 3 days to reach from Punjab to Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam. I usually go to Visakhapatnam, and so I know the how the people think about the Sikhs, and uh, they were saying you peoples are like our models, or you are so big peoples, like you are tall and handsome, and like we are thinking like you are like super peoples or more educated, more respected, more valuable, like that thing. They had much respect, and they were thinking that the Sikhs are a different community, and we are different, and we they never think that they can also become Sikh. So now we should give them this assurance that why can't everyone has right to become Sikh. So for this documentation, my purpose is to give them uh, the people's assurance that if you will adopt Sikhism, you will be blessed and you will be welcomed by the Sikh community. And what your another question was?
It was
Uh,
this actually. I wanted to understand the positioning actually, like how the narrative should be positioned. But I think your last sentence, I think, gave me a good idea.
Okay.
Vijay, can I say something here?
Sure, Penji.
Um, when Sikhism was born like 500 years ago or so, right now Punjabi Sikhs are mostly belonging to Jat or Vaishya Varna, right? So Brahmins were always above, Kshatriya was always above, and then Jat or Vash, and then Shudras in Punjab. But I don't think Jats consider anyone above them anymore. So there has been. I'm not saying that Jats are actually above or something. It's just the philosophy of like our thinking process. Like we don't even if someone is not baptized. Like I have a assistant at school. She's not baptized, but when I talk to her, she doesn't consider Brahmins as a superior caste. Even though Sikhs are not baptized sometimes, they still consider themselves at the top of everyone. So, in 500 years in Punjab, the narrative totally changed. Like Brahmins are not considered higher at all. Like it's just like whoever believes in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, even though they're not fully devoted Sikhs, they just go to Gurdwara, do matha take, and do the minimum. Like their devotion lies with Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and they feel superior to everyone around them. So that the change and the shift in attitude has happened because Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and then Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the spirit of that dignity it's just instilled once we start believing in Guru Sahib. So I think that's a model. Like even though we're not there yet, we're not 100% where we want to be. But even if someone has like, even if there is like 1% belief in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, people have that thought of like feeling really wonderful, not like Shudra or something. So I think that's a model that it's evidence that just the belief in Guru Granth Sahib Ji transforms people. So I don't think Jats or Ramgadiya or Aluwalia were considered higher castes at some point. But these days, like I belong to a Jat family, I'm married in a Ramgadiya family, and my dad never considered that Ramgadiya are below or something. And I'm having wonderful life with them. So I think people are living. There are intercaste marriages in Punjab as well. Yes, there are some Sikhs who are not still like there yet, and I don't believe that I'm fully there yet, but I think the transformation happened 500 years ago, and that transformation can happen again in South India as well. We just need to believe. We just need to start believing in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And I think Jivan Singh Ji started that already. And I think this is almost like a revolution. And I think we are there to support. But I think Guru Sahib is going to welcome them and Sangat is going to welcome them because we all believe in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So I think there is a model already that proves that Jats were at third level, but now they don't feel at third level. We don't like unbaptized, like people who are not baptized Sikhs, those families don't marry their daughters to Brahmins. They consider themselves way higher than Brahmins. Like they want to marry their daughters within the Sikh families, not to Brahmins, not to Kshatriyas. It's not there anymore. And that's a proven model that has happened. We need to go further, but I think we have crossed like many miles. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So, yeah. So now we should. I'm thinking that we need a website or something that people could access and get information, knowledge, or whatever we can provide. So that also be a good idea, and we can share the stories over there, documentaries, movies. So, what do you think, Mrs. Selvi, that uh, would it be a good idea?
Yeah, website will be a good idea, but I mean, at this stage, I think more than the website, uh, intervention at the grassroots level, like I'm saying, physical interactions, meeting people, and doing it at the ground level is more important because they are the ones who can be touched. Like they are the ones who need it also, first of all, and they are the ones who the space uh, for this to happen, I see is available at the grassroots level more. Like I think shuru mein hi we discussed, the more the education, it becomes more difficult for any kind of spiritual light
Mhm,
also to
mhm,
for the allowance of any spiritual light. So I think although we'll have the website also done simultaneously, uh,
mhm,
it may not cater to what we're looking at. I mean, it may not serve the purpose in the beginning. Later, yeah, it will help. It will be helpful. It will be complementary. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at right now. It will be a complementary support, but the need for actual intervention at the ground level, at the grassroots level, uh,
mhm.
cannot be dismissed. I mean, that has to be given a lot of more importance.
Okay.
Can I say something here?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So, being a teacher, we do a lot of planning, and if things are happening already, or if things are going to happen, documenting them along the way, right away, probably would help us a lot. So, I
Yes,
think,
yes.
right? So, if there is something happening in South India, let's say you're doing a lot of work, you left your job, that's the starting of the documentary. Look at the awareness you have, look at the passion you have for this. For me, this is one of the documentaries that I would post if I had the website. Jivan Malla
Yeah,
or Jivan Singh ji are like, he's supporting so much. That's another documentary that I would put on the website. And
correct.
after that, like whatever achievement we go through, I think each and every single thing can be documented, and that's going to be the evolution or revolution in South India. And as it progresses, I think the progression and how it moves forward, documentation at the same time is probably equally important as compared to the ground level intervention, and not denying that it's not needed, because we don't want to just like polish the outside and show that we are doing so good. It
Hmm.
needs to happen at the root level. So
Yeah,
once,
yeah.
like, I think you started it and Jeevan Mallaji started it. So I think I would start right now. And once it moves forward, I would keep documenting all this if I were you.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, it has to
what?
be there simultaneously. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you were saying something.
No, it's okay. Please continue.
I was just saying that, yeah, I agree that I mean, it has to go hand in hand.
Okay, the thing is, as I'm thinking that a revolution is coming, and we are lucky to be the part of that revolution. And maybe Guru Sahib has blessed us uh, to be with it since the beginning. So Jeevan Singh has come to our contact like 1 year ago, or maybe more than 1 year ago. So I am with him uh, last 1 year for sure, and for the Madhya Pradesh 10 or more than 10 years. So yeah, I know that uh, so many things we have witnessed, so many changes. Even Malla's appearance and his name have changed. He was Jivan Kumar, and now he's writing his name Jivan Singh. So these are changes. There are so many things which are not told to the world. There was a lady here in USA. She adopted Sikhism, and she got super powers, and so many stories about her I know. But she's not known anyone in the India, or to the whole world. There are only a few people who know what her life was, what powers she had. Now she is gone, but she is with us. For me, she is with me always because she was so blessed. And when I remember her, I feel she is very near to me. Um, so uh, it is said that Sikh Sikh people make history, but they don't write history. The another people's write history for them. So they not like we say document. So this is very necessary. In even Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he had so many writers and poets in his darbar. So he was so loving to his writers that he will not let his writers to go to the war. So he say, I have so many warriors in my army, but I have a few authors, like writers. So writers, authors, these peoples are needed, more needed in Sikhism, because I'm lucky that now educated peoples have come and they are writing, because there are so many writings available in Sikhism, but uh, their their writings are little different. Like they have difference uh, from the guru's thing, and in their things there are some differences. There are a few writers who have written 100% according to Guru Sahib's thoughts or their views. So that's why I want more that now we need documentation, and like not anything fails, 100% true documentation. We don't want the people to convert. We don't want to make our religion like Christianity. They are doing hook or crook to make their religion spread. So they will give benefits, education, hospitals, so many things, and that by education they are also converting the people. They have and their convent schools, and they are teaching the academic courses. Along with them, they are teaching the Christianity in them. So, but we have no thinking like that. But we want to tell the people truth, ultimate truth. So if they like it, they can come. Like we are not forcing anybody to come. So, but we should tell them that this is a better life. If you want, you can come. So this is the different way of what we want. We want people's to get benefit. If we if I have got benefit from Guru, so I want everyone can get benefits from the Guru, and they should take benefits. So it's up to individuals what they want or not, but we will tell the truth that this is also a way which works, which gives
जी
you.
Paji, I want
Anji,
to say something. Paji, pata ki we are underselling this. Nahi. I think so where we are criminally to be blamed. It's such a beautiful and a wonderful thing that happened. We Sikhs have just kept it under the rugs. You know, think of it this way. If you really find something phenomenal, even if it's in this world of this world, people, will make so much noise about it. And this is the ultimate thing and the ultimate love anyone's going to find. I have a different perspective. And I don't know what's going to happen the day or the time. I cannot predict it because this is in Guru Sahib. We call it Pargat Naam, so I won't get into it right now. People on the call understand this. I'll go nuts. I'll go announce it to the whole world. You know why? Because it's not about ego. It's about your source from which your soul was separated. Now, I have a completely divergent view. Sikhs have horribly, horribly kept this. No, we had to go and shout about this to the world. But we kind of had so I'm very different from from other folks. If you really found something and you have the conviction, go amplify it as much as you can because you have the conviction behind it. Why would you stay quiet? We have been very shy, or I don't know what the right word is. That's why it's someone's found a diamond, they show it. But anyways, it's me. Don't get distracted by what I'm saying. But it is, if you go through that transformation, you'll understand why I'm saying this. Then nothing matters. Then it's the empowerment. Then your souls come out. That is the beauty and the love. That's why, despite the current Sikhs or whatever, anybody who wants to go in from your inner transformation. And it's like, how do I put it? You go in front of a rose. The rose is not saying, come to me. The fragrance is so beautiful that everybody just going, that's how it is. I know the people who really find it, they tend to become quieter. They don't want to announce it, but their life speaks. And hopefully, when you interact with some of the Sikhs who really have the fragrance inside, you'll see it. You'll know what I'm saying. So I sometimes feel even in our families, the people I hung up with whom he's saying, even the Panji who's on a call, our mother-in-law, she was pretty phenomenal. And I know something about it because her husband used to be my college senior. He played a pretty amazing role in the villages she grew up and how she inspired people. So very, very different. This is not something you not say or not tell or whatever. At an individual level, once you found it, there's no turning back or going away from it. So no, I got to leave, folks, but it was wonderful talking to you guys. Till next time, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Anji, vai khasa fateh. Anji, Deep Kaur, you wanted to say something?
Anji, Harpreet Singh, who was Harpreet Singh ji? Who was it? Harpreet Singh Toronto?
नहीं ये हरप्रीत है LA, Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
he knows your family. I don't know. He
Yeah, I was like, how does he know my family? So, anyways, someone knows my family and I don't know them. That's
Okay.
wonderful. Okay, so anyways, my thought was, why, Sarji, we need to organize this thought. So, for example, like I have a science background, and if I can somehow like just put the teachings into more scientific perspective that I can do. Plus, if we want to create a Punjabi course, because Guru Granth Sahib Ji is in Punjabi, and people need to know Punjabi to understand the real soul of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Like translation doesn't do the justice. So
Mhm.
these are the two things we need to do, and moving forward, we need to divide the roles. So, for example, like if I am a teacher, I can do the teaching part of it, right? And
Mm.
second thing is organization. Again, that's my skill at school. So if you want me to organize a website and you want to
Mhm.
do the groundwork, you do the groundwork. You send me the videos. I will put them together. I will organize. I will document. So
Oh,
I can do behind the scenes work, and you guys can do the frontline work. So, like, all I need is a web developer. That's all I need. And rest,
mm,
I think I can do the rest of the stuff. Like, I have the ideas, I know how to organize. I also do web development, but I can't do at the higher level. So, for example, my resumes, my stuff is all on the websites. And
mhm.
I created those websites. So that's why I know like pulling the audience is a different skill. I can make the website. I know how the website should look like. The only problem is you need to pay, you need to attract the audience, and that's the main thing that I need from a web developer.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we can have a developer from India. That will be not
yes,
very costly also, you know.
yes,
So I
all
think Selvi can help us in this thing. Selvi,
yes.
can
Yeah,
you?
actually, Mr. Jeevan Singh himself has a team of technical, very good people with good technical skills. So
Hmm.
we can introduce them to you. People who know English, who can converse in English, those kind of
So
people. I've met
yes,
them.
that's all I need. And Pai Sabji, you become the you take care of the money part, like you're already doing it. How to
Mhm.
send this one to these people and how to coordinate all this. So you're already doing this. So keep doing what you're doing, and
Mhm.
then we need a plan. So for
Mhm.
example, Miss Sylvie, like whatever you need, let us know the goal so we
Mhm.
can plan forward, right? You said like what type of perspective.
Mhm.
I think showing Punjab as a model and showing how Brahmanwad is not there anymore. Like people, Hindu people are now like Sikhs are like majority in Punjab at least, but we were all Hindus before. So
Mhm.
I think the transformation has happened in Punjab, and you can take this as a model. It's not a perfect model, but it's a working model. So
Mhm.
maybe like anything that you can take, but make it your own because your society is slightly different than Punjab's society. So just adapt probably and let us know. I can be the documented. I can document. I just need a person. I need a web developer, and I have an idea. I can share that. I can make a presentation or something. But I think all I need is a web developer. And once I have it, I can make a web plan and I can share that plan with you guys.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we certainly we need that, and we will do that. So only needed is a web developer. So I think Selvi can help us, and we can pay him his wages or whatever he costs if he is a good and web designer developer. Because if we hire it from here in USA or Canada, it will be more expensive. And if we hire from India, I think it would be for less. So, Selvi, you help us in finding a
Yeah,
web.
yeah, I'll help.
Hmm?
I'll introduce. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I will introduce. Yeah, I
right.
think we will need some more. We will need to meet up uh, more frequently. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I think we need one or two meetings more to discuss
Yeah,
this further.
right. We will do.
Yeah, it has
We
to
will do.
evolve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will give you the number of Deep Kaur also, so you can
Huh.
directly talk to her if you want. So
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And
so
yeah, one more thing that I wanted to, state here is that, see, currently, um, at the moment,
Mhm.
I think I'll focus on the documentary first. Let me get this finished first, and then the
Okay.
other things that we're talking about. I think we should also involve Mr. Jeevan Singh in the. I mean, I will have to also
Yes.
talk to Mr. Jeevan
Yeah.
Singh
Yeah.
because
I will talk with him also about
yeah.
that.
Okay, you also please talk. Yeah. So
Okay.
because these are the uh, uh,
Yeah, because
uh,
the thing is,
these
you
are big things that we're talking. So I feel too small in.
I agree.
So I think, you got it right.
It's okay because there should be two things. The documentary, I will be cooperating with you in the documentary, but
Yes.
the web developer. So Deepcore can work with him or her, the web developer, and the simultaneously both things will be going on because
Yeah.
I have not too much to do with the web developer, so only Deepcore can work over there. So I have
Okay.
so much ideas about documentary. So actually, I want to ask you, uh, what part you will be doing in the documentary? Like you will be directing, or you will be interviewing, or what you will be doing in the documentary?
Yeah, I'll be the one who's directing. I mean, everything about the documentary, you could say, the decision making. I mean, everything will be discussed. It will be as per what you think. And however, the directorial part will be handled by me.
So yeah, we need certainly another meeting. So how things
Yeah, not
will.
just one, two, three meetings actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um, all right. So it's good for today. So we
yeah,
will.
sure.
Now,
Ask-
Virji, let's get the focus.
uh-huh.
What is the plan for the next meeting? So we can just focus on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the plan, we can discuss the roadmap,
Okay.
the,
So
the
timeline or
plan that I
roadmap.
will be. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
once I
Yep,
put it to
that makes sense.
discussion, you can give your ideas as well. Yeah.
Sure. I think because you are working at the front line, you would know more about the timeline because I am not
Mhm.
in India and I have no background and understanding. I used to have one South Indian friend, that's all. I don't
Okay,
know
okay,
a lot about South India, and I have some students from South India now here in Canada. That's all I know. And
okay.
yeah, so I don't think I can help with the timeline. So maybe like
Hmm.
Malkeet Singh ji and you both chart out the timeline. And
Okay.
once that's done, I can still be part of the meeting. I don't mind. I would like to
Hmm.
know what's happening. But I don't think I can help with the timeline because I don't have a background to help. But like other than that, I am here. And
Hmm.
again, as I said before, documentation part, spreading the word part, as by Harpreet Singh ji said, he said Guru Ladore actually, as he was speaking, he was like we need to tell people. I think there are a few parts that we can tell, and there are a few parts that we keep it to ourselves. That's something
Right.
a social awareness message. Definitely, we need to tell people. Definitely, like again, if there is a platform and if you're doing the groundwork, we need to document and tell people what's happening. And I will be part of that more actively.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So when we need
Yeah.
the
Anyways, thank you so much. Yeah, when just let us know next
so
week, maybe like give
uh,
it a week or so.
I think Sylvie can speak Hindi also. Sylvie, ਤੁਸੀਂ
Yeah,
Hindi?
I can.
So
Yes.
मेरे लिए थोड़ा हिंदी बेटर है क्योंकि मेरी इंग्लिश इतनी बढ़िया नहीं है. So
Huh.
sometimes it's hard
And
for
the
me to.
same is true. And the same is
Hmm?
true as far as my Hindi is concerned. So you'll have to not mind my Hindi. My
Yeah.
Hindi,
And
my
I can't
Hindi will be a
speak
South
Hindi. I
Indianish
can
Hindi.
understand Hindi.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So when I talk with Sylvie, I can.
Bilingual, sir. I think
Yeah.
we can keep it bilingual. Huh.
So
Hindi, थोड़ी Hindi और थोड़ी English.
yeah, mix कर लेंगे. Yes.
Huh.
And have you started reading the autobiography of Bhai Ranveer Singh?
Yes. 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 I'm at the page where um, uh, I mean he has passed his examinations, the law exam, without actually going to. I mean, without actually attending lectures. And
Okay.
yeah,
You are in the starting yet.
yeah.
So
Actually,
yeah.
I've reached the page where he becomes unconscious. After knowing that the flower is gone. So that's where I am.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
his life is amazing, and you will get much idea about the
Hmm.
Sikhism and the characters of the Sikhs. Okay, so when you read the whole book, so
Hmm.
you let me know. So I have another idea. So I will talk to you when you've done that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
All right. And
Yes.
okay, so good for now. And actually, what when you want the another meeting? Like I have.
I think.
Mhm.
Can I let you know on WhatsApp? Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. Let me know, and you start working on documentation. That if you want to make a documentary, you have to go over there, and you need a crew like a photographer or videographer or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. A complete
So
team.
yeah, so make sure they are available. Like you have them, and if they asking for money, you consider with them how much they will be asking or like that. So we
Hmm.
will be making the everything before we start. That this much it will be costing, or uh, this what they will charge us and what they will give us, what quality, whatever. We should know everything before starting,
Hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
or even I talk with them if you find someone who is
Yeah. Yeah.
you know
The whole idea of this roadmap is that only. I mean, along while I put to discussion the roadmap, I will also be
yeah,
bringing forth, the crew and everything.
yeah. As you are director, I will also tell you that what you should document, because I know more things over there, so I can tell you the people you should go and meet, and I will make sure you if you have to live over there, like stay over there couple of days or whatever. So
Yes.
uh, well, yeah, we will have everything planned, so
Vijay,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
Hanji.
Vijay, as Mrs. Sylvie is good in terms of like planning and everything, I think your role could be making sure that it's quality and it goes with Guru Sahib's message fully.
Hmm. Hmm.
So she can probably handle the interview. She can probably have the questions. She can
Hmm.
probably direct everything. But
Hmm.
probably like your role being there could be the message that's going forward is because
Yeah.
as everyone, Jeevan Singh ji, Mrs. Sylvie, they're new to Gursikhi and they're
Hmm.
still learning. And we all are learning, but I think you have more exposure. So we can just make sure that whatever is happening truly according to the Guru's message.
Yeah, yeah. I will be in touch with them when they will be filming or shooting, and I will give her the questions because I know what happened, and I will make such questions that everything comes out from their mouth. So sometimes when we don't know, so we miss the things. We don't ask those things, and those people don't tell those things. So when we know this happened, and then we can ask related questions. And I know what I want to show the world. Now, what happened? What was the good points? What they told me, I want the same things to tell everybody, to the documentation. So I know the persons, I know the questions, I know the incidents. Uh, so I will be playing a major role in it. And if she is director, I will be guiding her as a director. And I think that will be a very nice and magical documentary, because there are many things I have collected in in 10 years. So many incidents. Some people may know some of them, but I know all of them. I and there are two, three more persons who are since 10 years uh, with us. So I would like to interview their views also. There is a principal in Anandpur Sahib. He is there since day one. So he knows everything also.
Principal Satbir Singh ji.
G.
Oh,
Yeah, I will call him to direct us. And there is another Pai Sutanam Singh Fawada. So he is also there from day one. So, well, there was a miracles happened even when these people were baptized. So that incident's also very amazing, and we will discuss that thing also in documentary. And we have the witness peoples who saw everything what happened in this that baptizing ceremony or smagam. So that would be an amazing documentary. I'm pretty sure. That's why I'm saying I will play a role in it, because there are so many things which even I have not told to anybody, which I know personally. So that's the time to tell the whole world that how Guru blesses who comes to his sharan, or uh, yeah, that uh, I will be putting at least 20 to 30 incidents uh, which I know personally, which proves that how their lives have been changed. So that thing I want the people who want to come to Sikhism. So they should know that these things happens, and those people should also accept what we say, that they should be uh, looking for it, that this thing should also happen to them. uh, Accepting, the word is accepting, I think. uh, expecting okay. So yeah, the another should expecting those changes in them also. So yeah, that documentary is my personal thing, and my personal interest in it. And that's why I'm thinking even it will cost, uh, but that will be worth. Mm, okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
yeah, all right. So if Sylvie, if you have some other question, or you want to ask me or Deep Kaur, you can talk anytime, because I'm a truck driver. I can talk anytime. So I
Okay.
have. much free time, you know.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's why I want to use my all this free time in this service, that
Hmm.
this what is going on. I want to be a part of it, because uh, I will think this as a achievement of my life. If I did something in this revolution, so that would be my satisfaction that
Hmm.
I did something in my life. So that's why I want to um, use my more time in it. I want to spend my this one in it, and all the things, because if I'm pretty sure in my mind. So if I did, this is a, I am thinking this is a service to my guru. So like I'm serving my guru, and my guru will be blessing me that you did a good thing, or actually he is making me to do this. Without his permission or his blessing, I won't be able to do anything. This is all
True, true.
yeah, it's all pre-planned. I'm thinking, because if Jeevan Malla come to in my contact, this was also planned. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I may never know who is Jeevan Malla, or who is like what is going on in South India. So this is going according to a plan. It's Guru's plan. So I'm lucky, and we are lucky that we are in this plan.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Thank you for sparing your time despite your toothache.
Yeah, thank you, Ji.
अरे इसको कैसे can you I have to leave